Om Shanti and a very good morning. Today we have Girish Bhai from Navi Mumbai who shall be conducting Baba Milan's Murli. Girish Bhai, over to you.
Yeah, Om Shanti, and a very good morning to all of you. And I hope my sound is clear.
Yes, it is.
You want me to switch on my video?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So, video right is exclusively for Girish Bhai. Good morning, dear divine brothers and sisters. Om Shanti, Namaste. It's indeed a great pleasure to be with you all early morning on the next day of the Smriti Divas, which we celebrated yesterday. And uh, this is after 18 days of my Mon Bhatti that I was doing. I mean, I will still continue for the next 2, 3 days more till 21st. Um, this is how I'm breaking that vow of silence by churning the, Avyakt Murli, what we heard yesterday. Friends, generally Avyakti Mass or the Avyakti Divas or Smriti Divas or Samarthi Divas, or it is called as the day of enlightenment and the day of perfection, the day of um, ascension, the day of becoming an angel. I mean, you can call it. Baba also used few things yesterday: the day of love, the day of power, the day of coronation, a lot of things. And primarily, my little experience of in this Gyan, 18th January is, extra force of love. So I want you to sit in that stage of love from Baba. And only then probably we will be able to really understand and grasp the essence of what Baba said yesterday. And only then I think I'll be able to enjoy the the Avyakti Divas in the true sense. It's not about the Murli, it's about my state, my sthiti, and with what state of mind am I listening to the Murli will make a lot of difference in the entire experience of what Baba wants to communicate. What am I supposed to do? Where am I, and how do I want to progress this Brahmin life? And I remember, I don't know whether you remember or not, the last time I was meeting this Avyakti group, Avyakti Murli group. Um, Baba, Sakar Baba, did not read the Avyakt Murli, but he became, you know, uh, he attained the next level, the angelic stage, the stage of perfection. And if I need to tell you the entire Avyakti Murlis since 1969 till date, it is not only Gyan what Shiv Baba says, but also what Brahma did and what he did to become, to come to that stage. So it is for all of us to, these are the footsteps of what Brahma did to attain that stage. So I want you to listen to this beautiful song. If I can get the sharing rights, let me see if I have that song. I want you to be in silence and feel uh, the love from Baba and be in a state of silence. And I hope you would know the story of how Baba, on the last date, that is the 18th January 1969, there are very beautiful, interesting facts about how Baba left his mortal coil and attained that state. He mentioned in yesterday's Murli also about it. So I have downloaded this. Just a minute. So I will share my screen. Friends, I want you to experience the love from Baba. This is a Hindi song, not very, I mean, famous as far as the BK family is concerned, or maybe you might have heard it, but it's very beautiful. The lyrics is absolutely wonderful. I want you to be, to experience the fire of love. Yeah, I want you to listen to this. Himish bhai, is the sound okay now?
It is a bit low. Music is.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Friends, just flow in the love of Baba.
जो पाया हमने पहले कभी नहीं था पाया, पाकर तुमको बाबा पाया, खुशियों का सरमाया, मन की ऐसी उच्च अवस्था, मन की ऐसी उच्च अवस्था, कैसे हम समझाए तुझ पर, हम सर्वस्व लुटाए, हम सर्वस्व लुटाए, हम सर्वस्व लुटाए, हम सर्वस्व लुटाए, हम सबको अपनाने वाले। सबको अपनाने वाले हम बच्चे तू पिता हमारा वारिस है हम तेरे इस नाते से पाते हैं हम बाबा सुख घनेरे जन्मों जन्म निभाएंगे जन्मों जन्म निभाएंगे नाता कसम उठाए तुझ पर हम सर्वस्व लुटाए हम सर्वस्व लुटाए हम सर्वस्व लुटाए हम सर्वस्व लुटाए हम सबको अपनाने वाले हम सबको अपनाने वाले हम सबको अपनाने वाले
Om Shanti. You know, when you listen to these kind of songs and you are in that feeling of love, you know, it becomes very difficult to express how beautiful is that relationship with Baba. And you know, 18th January is that day when that Baba's love, you know, is so rich, is so powerful that even I think anybody who has got a heart of stone will melt. I mean, that's the power of love of Baba. And you know, I have special memories of 18th January because in the last couple of years, it has been my practice to be there in Pandav Bhavan for almost around 20, 21 days in silence to experience the love. And there, you know, my routine was almost around 8 hours of meditation, spending a lot of time in Baba's kutia, Baba's room, Baba's Shanti Stham, the history hall. And this time, although I couldn't go, but I did that same kind of little tapasya here in Mumbai itself. So, friends, I hope, I don't know what was your experience. You know, in that song, what Baba was mentioning, I mean, the song was all about, you know, sacrificing everything. Sarvasva lutana hai. And that's what Brahma did. And that's in order to become a conqueror of attachment. That's the title of yesterday's Murli. It's not, you know, that I should not have attachment. You have to conquer it. It is as per my, you know, capacity and rule. You know, attachment should, you know, be handled, and at the same time become an embodiment of remembrance, the same as Father Brahma, Yog Yukta Sthiti. And morally, if I need to tell you, dear friends, I think, you know, I was a management lecturer in Mumbai. I mean, I used to take a lot of sessions about management, about self-development, about self-management. You know, 18-1, 2021 or 18-1, 2010, a decade back when Baba actually spoke these words. This is the best self-management leadership course. It has got everything. You want to do a self-management course, free of cost, 9 pages, or maybe not even 9 pages, almost 5 pages. The real essence is there. So he gave us two beautiful things. If you want to become a conqueror of attachment and embodiment of remembrance, first thing you have to do is make a timetable of your mind.
Girish bhai, can you increase the volume a bit, please?
Oh, sorry, brother. I'm extremely sorry. Yeah. Is it okay now?
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one is make a timetable for your mind. I have, what I practiced the last 21 days. I'll share it with you. And at the same time, practice. And what I need to practice is being a karma yogi and bodiless while performing actions. This is, easier said than done. So one part of it is when I'm doing my karma, when I'm doing into action, the entire day, what is my stage? What is my state? Number one. Number two is becoming bodiless while performing action. Till date, last 25 years of my into Brahma Kumaris, whatever I have understood is if you want to become bodiless, then you're not supposed to do any action. Bodiless is, the last, I mean, 10 days Murli, if you read it, the Sakar Murlis, you will come to know Baba also mentioned about, murda banna hai, marna hai, you have to die. So if you have to become bodiless, it's actually, to leave the body. So we will practice that also if time permits. If I have to experience bodiless state, the first stage is to become ashariri. Ashariri is I don't have any body. Now, what I mean by not having any body is your karmendriya. We have 10 organs, 5 jnanendriya and 5 karmendriya. All these 10 senses should not take any input from the external world or from the body and register into the mind, in the Atma, in the soul. That is dead. For example, Girish Bhai leaves right now. The soul leaves right now. Okay, and it's sitting on the top of this dining table, let us use it. So Girish, the body is dead. Now there is a distance between the body and the soul, suppose. Now, please tell me, what will the soul experience? What will the soul do? What will the soul think? What will be the experience of the soul? I don't know, but for sure, I know one thing is that it will not take any input from the body because there is a distance, there is a gap, there is a detachment. The body is free from all the clutches, the burdens, the responsibilities, the pain, the sufferings, the sensations, anything and everything to do with the body, there is a gap. Now that is called as bodiless. Now the challenge is when I was yesterday little doing this churning, how do you become bodiless while performing action? Because you are in the body. I'm talking to you right now. I know the time gap. I have taken a little more time. I cannot experience bodiless right now. And that's where the whole challenge is. But the point is not about experiencing bodiless while performing action. The point is in yoga, while I'm not doing anything, in Amrit Vela, during Amrit Vela, or doing Namasham Yoga, during any time of meditation, where I'm sitting and doing meditation, not performing any action, and that is tapasya. For how long am I able to experience this body? That's the first stage. The second stage could be practicing being a karma yogi. Karma, I'm doing my action, but at the same time, I know I'm a soul. I'm doing it through this body. That is what Baba said. And the third stage is tapasya while performing action. You are dead, but you are doing your actions. And that's what Brahma Baba attained. He would see, he would talk, and within no time, he will be in a different world. So it's a very powerful Murli, dear friends. And I want you to have a copy of it. And best self-management leadership program. Baba said yesterday, today, love in particular is merged in all the children everywhere. Today is called as the day of remembrance. It's pretty easy for you to remember Bab Dada because the day has got that speciality. From Amrit Vela, Bab Dada was looking around everywhere in this land, that is Bharat, and abroad. And the portrait of father's love was visible in each of the children's heart. Every child's heart was full of Baba's love, and the portrait of love of each child was merged in the father's heart. So both Baba and the children, everybody had, full of love for each other. Today, in particular, is called the Day of Love or the Day of Remembrance. Babdada saw the necklaces of the pearls of love of the children even before Amrit Vela. uh, I don't know, when I came into Gyan, my second Bab Dada Milan in 1999 was 18th January. And I was told that today Baba, blesses you. Whatever you wish, you can have it. I don't know whether whatever you wished yesterday, or else if you missed, you can wish it today. Before Amrit Vela, before you think, you have an intention, it reaches Baba. That's the speciality of this day. In the heart of each child, there is this song playing automatically, My Baba, Brahma Baba, Sweet Baba. And in Bab Dada's heart, the song is playing, Sweet children, lovely children. So practice number one, which I mean, I, I, I used to do, but now of late I have not done it. 108 times every day I'll write. I mean, Hindi mein I used to write, Meetha Baba, Pyara Baba, शुक्रिया बाबा और मेरा बाबा मीठा बाबा प्यारा baba shukriya baba this one line 108 times. Believe me, friends, I have, a lot of mothers, wherever I would go in the center and share this experience, they have written 16,108 times. And the kind of love you can see in their vibration just by writing this 108 times with that feeling. So maybe practice number one. I don't know whether we will have that kind of a time or not. It should play automatically. Swash or swas, it should be there. My Baba, Mera Baba, Meetha Baba, Sweet Baba, Lovely Baba, and Shukriya Baba. Thank you, Baba. And Baba says in Baba's heart also the song is playing. Sweet children, lovely children. Today, in each one, instead of all other powers, whether I have the discerning powers, whether I have any other powers which I should have as a Brahmin, it's okay. But the power of love is merged in each one to a greater extent. The power of love was overshadowing the power of everything else. This godly love, this spiritual love is experienced just at the confluence age. Only those who are experienced know this form, this love from God. And the best advantage of this love is it makes each of the children into easy yogis. If you, um, I have noted it down. Um, 14th February is in the Lokik world, it is celebrated as Valentine's Day. Now, I call 18th January as Valentine's Day of the Brahmin family. Can I experience that, Valentineness, how the Lokik world celebrates, the love between two individuals? I mean, it's such a special day. They have so many beautiful things they do in the Lokik world. Similarly, can I also do it in the mind? And one advantage, if I need to tell you, friends, there are a lot of signs and symbols of love. I mean, it is very easy. Everybody's pass in this love between the child and the Almighty. But if I need to read, I think it is 13th of December of Yatvani, रूहानी स्नेह की निशानियां आशुक माशुक की निशानियां. I don't know what do you say in English, but Baba, in that Murli, I have written it down. Baba said, as soon as you arrive here within the line, the boundary of love, in that Murli, Baba said, you can meet me in the beach or you can meet me in the garden. That's where lovers meet, and they spend a lot of time in a beautiful garden. Chalo garden chalte hain. Or maybe in a sea beach area, and they have beautiful feeling of love between the lovers. Similarly, Baba also said, you can also come and meet me here. The moment you are within the boundary of love of Baba, the first sign is you are liberated from many types of effort. Labor nahi karna padta, mehnat nahi karna padta. And Baba also mentioned in that movie, you experience the greatest effort. Can anyone say what is the greatest effort you have to do in the Brahmin life? What is the most challenging thing in the Brahmin's life? And it will become easy. All I need to do is to be in the true Ruhani love of God. Can anyone share what is the greatest effort we have to do, and we will be liberated from that effort? It's okay. And Baba says, you experience, I mean, it's very paradoxical, but that's how it is. You experience the greatest effort of natural remembrance to be very easy. सबसे मेहनत is Sahaj Yog. I sit, Baba is there in my mind. Every moment, it is pretty difficult for me to not remember God. And this love from God, it makes each of the children into easy yogis. Very powerful line. Please remember this everything. I'm just not a yogi. I'm an easy yogi. I'm an easy yogi. I don't have to do tapasya. I don't have to remember Baba. It is natural. It comes easily to me. I cannot forget. I can see Baba everywhere. I mean, that is what I think it is meant by this. Bab Dada saw in all the children that many, many experiences of love are merged in them. The basis of your birth is love. There isn't a single child visible. Baba can't see anybody. Just a minute. Huh? This is my every minute yoga. Other powers may be lacking, Baba saw, but the experience of Father's love and the love of the special souls who have become instruments is visible in their hearts and on the faces of the majority of yourself. It is shown by your face. I mean, it is seen that this person is in love with God. I mean, it is said for love, you look into the eyes of a person, and though two people are talking, you can see by their feelings, there by their actions, and by their eyes only. You look into the eyes of somebody, and you can make out he or she is in love with this person. Similarly, friends, is it visible? Can anybody look into my eyes and my face and say, "Oh God, this person, is in love with God"? You did not even share anything. It is so visible. What made all of you specially come here today? I mean, those who were in Shantivan in 2010 18th January in front of Baba. Baba is asking, in which plane did you come? You know why Baba asked this question? Because the double foreigners who stay abroad, it is very difficult for them to come to Madhuban, that is Mount Abu or Rajasthan or India, because they don't have money. They work for 2 3 years, they save money, and they spend their entire saving on the ticket, because then they have to leave the job, because they come here in India for 2 3 months, they spend 2 3 months in Madhuban, and then they go. I mean, you may be knowing how the double foreigners, you should share, you should listen to their wonderful experiences. So Baba says, in which plane did you come? Did you come by train or by plane? Or even for the Bharatvasis, everyone's face shows that you all arrived here in the plane of love. In front of that love, the saving, the expenses, losing the job, coming to India, and then going back to their own respective countries, and then again start their livelihood, it all becomes immaterial, because the power of love, the plane of love. No matter what you do, what you had to do, all of you have arrived here in the plane of love. Today is called the day of remembrance, but together with the day of remembrance is also called the day of power, the power of love. The power of love, the best thing is, as I mentioned, it will make you a Sahaj Yogi, easy Yogi. And if it is getting difficult for me to connect to Baba, it is difficult for me to detach from the worldly things, I need to again check. Yeah, I love Baba. I do dharnas. I don't eat from outside. I maintain celibacy. I maintain pavitrata. That is all fine. But the real definition of the power of love is the easy connection. And why it is called as the day of power? Because 18th January, it was little pretty cold, although Brahma Baba, all, till 92 years of his age, he maintained perfect health, but he had a little challenge with coughing. So his coughing increased. On 18th January, he did not conduct the morning Murli. So Prakash Mani Dadi, who had come to Mount Abu with a party on 14th of January, and Baba never would allow Prakashmani Dadi to stay in Madhuban for 2 days, more than 2 days. So she had already booked the return ticket on 16th. And but Baba this time asked Prakashmani Dadi, let the party go back to Mumbai, but you stay back because Badi Didi, I don't know whether you all know about these, personalities. Badi Didi, Badi Dadi, Prakash Mani Dadi, who was the administrative head after Brahma Baba, became an angel. So Baba would always, not allow Prakash Mani Dadi to stay in Madhuban for 2 days. He would always ask her, "What will you do here? You go and do service in Mumbai." She had done a lot of service in Mumbai, Patna, Kolkata, a lot of places. Baba would never allow her to stay in Madhuban. But this time Baba asked her, "You stay back and let the party go because Badi Didi is not there." And Dadi read the Murli on 18th January 69. And then the entire day, Baba took Dadiji to various places. There was a construction taking place in the teachers training center. So Baba, you know, made her understand what are the various departments. And Dadi had no idea why is Baba doing all these things to me. Why is he showing me all the departments? It was all Dadi and Mama used to handle the entire administration. And then in the evening, Baba told Prakash Mani Dadi that we will have an early evening class. So please ask every children to have the dinner early. Generally, Baba had a practice of having the dinner at around 8:30, but on 18th he had it at 7:30, and then we had a early, evening Murli. You should listen to that Murli. I have that copy of it, or you can get it on YouTube also. You should listen to Sakar Baba's Murli. Believe me, friends, Sakar Baba's Murli was very fast, little not very clear because of the recording and the quality of recording. But secondly, he would, use so many times, acha bacche, acha bacche, acha bacchi, samjha bacche. That bacha word, samjha, acha, had so much of intoxication. You should listen to the Sakar, Murlis. It's very beautiful. It's very intoxicating. Although this is an Avyakt Murli class, I'm speaking about Sakar Murli, but I hope you understand. And then on that day, up 7:30, Baba came and shared his Murli. And when he left, that was the first time Baba said, "Acha, aaj Baba bachcho se vidaई le rahe, chutti le rahe." He's taking leave from children. He never used to say all these things. And then standing at the door of the history hall, he looked back and said, Nirakari, Nirvikari, and Nirhankari. These were the three last words. And Baba went to his room. And he was not keeping well, and it was pretty cold out there. So Dadi also went and left Baba in Baba's room and came to her room. But something touched Prakash Mani Dadi. She felt that I should go and see whether Baba is okay or not, is all right. And when she went back again to see whether Baba is all right, generally Baba would never sit on the bed. Baba would always sit on the gaddi. But when Dadi came back, she saw that Baba is sitting on the bed. So she was little perplexed, um, and she was little hesitant whether she should go and disturb Baba. But she went, and Baba said, "Aao bachchi." He called her, and he gave very powerful drishti to Prakash Mani Dadi, and he held her hand, and very tightly he held her hand. And Dadi felt as if there was a current of light coming to her, and Baba was full of light. There was very intense power of silence in that room, and it was there for some time. And after some time, Dadi could feel that Baba's grip is loosening, that Baba was holding her hand very tightly. Now that, why am I sharing all these things? Because it is called as a day of power. And it is said that Brahma Baba willed his entire powers. He transferred all the powers to Prakash Mani Dadi. So it's not only about Prakash Mani Dadi, but 18th January is a day wherein I can take all the powers from Baba. It is the day of power. It is very easy. All I need to do is to just say, Baba, I need it. It's as simple as that. In that song you said, तुम मेरे पिता हो, तुम्हारे ऊपर पूरा अधिकार है मेरा. I have complete right over you. What do you want? You want to get the blessing of being a Sahaj Yogi? Tathastu. You want the blessing of being a life free from obstacles? Tathastu. All I need to do is to remember it. Smriti Divas is to be there in the mind. It's as simple as that. And Baba willed his entire, powers to Prakash Mani Dadi, and Baba left. It is said that people who leave their body sitting, they are not very ordinary people. I mean, I can lie down and can leave the body, but sitting and leaving the body, it is a sign and symbol of tapasvis, of yogis. Baba left the body, but he was still holding the hand. And then the doctors were called, and it was declared that Baba, has left the mortal coil. So that is why it is called as the Day of Power. Today, I'm so sorry to this extent. Today is called the Coronation Day because it was on this day that Bab Dada and especially Father Brahma crowned the instrument Mahavir children with the crown of world service. 1969, the crown of service in Baba's children's head. So friends, can you imagine what kind of a crown did Baba give you yesterday? What type of service you can do? I mean, now you cannot go out, you cannot do the service as we used to do prior to 2020 because of this coronavirus. That also Baba mentioned in today's Murli. And believe me, these Murlis are, timeless Murlis. 1969, 2010, 2021, it matches everything. The father, I mean, if time permits, I'll definitely share. The Father Brahma himself became unknown. The quality of Brahma Baba हमेशा छुपा रहता था. He would always be behind it. He would never come in the front. And that is the reason why he is revered the most. The more you give up something, the more you will get. The more you give up body consciousness, the more you will get soul consciousness. The more you give up, naam, man, shan, the more you will get. People will recognize you. The people, you will become more famous. Why? Because I don't want to become famous. It's as simple as that. And in psychology also, it is mentioned so beautifully. So what he says is he made the children Karanhar, ones who do, and himself Karavanhar, one who inspires and get it done. He gave the blessing of the angelic form, the same as himself, and gave them a crown of light. And seeing children carrying out the duty according to the blessing that Babdada gave of the crown and the tilak, Babdada is pleased. So Babdada gave, so check, every soul, at least the BK soul, we have an angel form in Suksham Vatan. The first thing Baba makes, Shiv Baba comes to the confluence age. In this confluence age, the first time Baba comes, he creates, what? His first creation is the Suksham Vatan. And second, he creates his Brahma Baba. And then the entire creation, the children and everything. So Baba says, I have given you a blessing of the angelic form, the crown of light, and the tilak of victory. And Baba is pleased that you're using all these things for the world service. Children putting the blessings for service into practical form and seeing this, Baba is pleased. Father Brahma is especially giving multi-million fold congratulations for the part that you have played until now and the further part you have to play. Vah, children, vah. Baba toured around abroad too, and what did he see? Each child is merged in love. Now, this is very important line. You have received powers from the Father because this day is especially for receiving blessings of power with love. With love means without effort, without mehnat. Babdada saw that some children are deeply lost in remembrance, are engaged in service. Both. There are few children who are deeply in love and at the same time doing wonderful service. They experience Amrit Vela very well. So Amrit Vela, I'm not supposed to do any actions. I've just sit, do tapasya and only remember Baba. They even have the experience of being bodiless during yoga. But when it is time to become karma yogis, then is a difference in being able to do both together, of being a yogi and of performing action. This is very important. I remember when I used to be a teacher here in Mumbai, and we used to maintain a chart. So before reaching the college, my chart was very good. During my entire 6 hours in the college, zero. No remembrance of Baba, no traffic control, nothing. Believe me, I'm very honest about it. This was almost around 10, 11 years back. And then when I would, you know, sit in the auto rickshaw to come back home, I'll remember, oh God, बाबा को याद करना था, बाबा को अमृत, ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल करना था, ये करना था, स्वमान का अभ्यास करना था. Everything is, I'm so engrossed in my worldly activities that Baba becomes secondary, the yad becomes secondary. I don't know whether what's your experience. That was my experience. They make effort to have a balance of karma and yoga, but although they experience a powerful stage at Amrit Vela, there is a difference in their actions they have to labor. And most of the BKs, with due respect, they also say that my Amrit Vela was good. I heard the Murli, everything was good. But then in my entire day, I got angry. I committed some mistake. Why is it happening? My Amrit Vela was very good. My Murli classes is very good. But still I commit some sins. मेरे से पाप होते हैं, क्यों होते हैं? And the answer is very simple. Why? Because uh, there is a difference in their actions. Bab Dada has told all the children that the destruction of the world is to take place suddenly. If instead of paying attention throughout the day because of lacking imbibing something, कुछ धारणाओं में कमी है, that's what imbibing uh, some values is concerned. So very important, Brahmin life, if it is bereft of attention, I have the journey of Brahmin life in few words. If I have to tell you, number one, you can, if you want, you can write it. It is attention. With attention comes concentration. Concentration, I can do experimentation. With experimentation, I will be able to, attain the state of personification, swarup. With personification, I'll come to a stage of perfection. After perfection is realization. I've realized it. With realization comes manifestation. Others will get inspired by you. With manifestation, you can serve the whole world. So it's very beautiful. Attention, concentration, experimentation, personification, realization, manifestation, and the ultimate stage is perfection. Solar Kala Sampur. It's 6:16. Vimish bhai, how do we go about it? I'm so sorry. I'm breaking all the rules. I mean, you did not bother me also about it. How do we go about it?
Uh, we can go until about 6:30 if
Uh,
that is okay, Girish bhai.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if some part of it is left, maybe we can do it sometime later also, as as per your guidance. Okay. Yeah. So Baba says, so friends, very important. Unlike all other spiritual organization, Brahma Kumari's spiritual organization aim and objective and the methodology is entirely different. It is, for the rest of the whole world, it's just a part of it, part of my life. It's like doing business. Doing business is constantly running for in the mind for a businessman. So if you are a BK student, constantly it should ring into your mind. What is my state of mind? What am I doing? What am I seeing? What am I eating? What am I doing as a soul? And Baba mentioned in today's Murli. So that attention throughout the day is lacking. And why it is lacking? Because of some dharanas. I am not following some dharana. There is some, gap. However, I just missed. There is a difference in the stage of being a karma yogi. Then what will you do when the destruction comes? However, Baba is not going to announce the date of destruction of the world. Do you know when the period of your life is going to end? Forget about the destruction of the whole world. When am I going to, I mean, when will this body get destroyed? Do any of you know on what day your death is going to take place? Do any of you know? Those who know, raise your hand. I mean, that's the beauty of life. We don't know what's going to happen the next moment. Anything can happen suddenly. When something happens through the elements, the five elements of nature, so many die at the same time. So do not become careless by thinking of the date of the destruction of the world. The slogan of your Jagadamba, Mateshwari, Saraswati was never say sometime. Very important. This word sometime, Baba doesn't like. Ab, kab nahi, but now. Anything can happen tomorrow, but I definitely have to remain ever ready. Baba mentioned three beautiful words. One is called as, I have mentioned it, I have written it down. One is achanak, that is suddenly. Number two is ever ready. And number three is bahut kaal, long period of time. I'll share a little experience here. Um, Almost 10 years back, I was doing a program. I don't remember exactly how many years back. I was doing a program in Cochin for the Indian Naval Command, Southern Naval Command. It was for the Indian Navy. Why am I sharing this? Because of these three words. Number one is achanak, suddenly. It can happen, the destruction can happen anytime. I can die anytime. Suddenly it will happen. The destruction of the world and my self destruction, number one. Number two is ever ready. I should be ever ready. And number three is long period of time. Bahut kaal ka abhyas, practice of a long period of time. So when I was doing the session, I started speaking in Hindi because it was a multilingual audience, because it was the Indian Navy. There were people from North India also, although it was South India, but the audience were also from North India. So I took the liberty of speaking in Hindi also. So after 5 minutes, one of the senior officers approached me and said, "Sorry, sir, I would request you to speak only in English because there are some officers you can see at the back. They are not Indian officers." And I saw, yes, they were wearing, blue dress. Although Indian Navy's official dress is white, but they were wearing blue dress. So I said, maybe they are from some other department. He said, no, they are from the Sri Lankan naval force. They are not Indian officers. They are Sri Lankan officers. I said, fine. And he said that they cannot understand Hindi. So please stick to English only. I said, okay, fine. I'm so sorry. You could have told me before the starting of the program. But he said, no problem. So I completed my session in English. And after my session, I asked the officer, what are the Sri Lankan officers doing with the Indian officers? So he said, sir, we had a joint operation. We had a joint, practice with the Sri Lankan naval ship and Indian naval ship. And the exercise is a real scenario of a real wartime scenario. So both the ships are in the water and there is a real war type scenario is made. And, the Indian officer presses a button and one missile. And, this officer said one missile would cost 1 crore rupees. And he will, eject one missile and it will go and they will see whether it is hitting the target. So this entire exercise is a very costly affair. So they do it with different commands of different countries. You know why? Because you cannot wait for the war to happen. It can break any point of time. But are you prepared? And if I need to tell you, the government of India's major expenses of the budgetary expenditure, maximum is spent on our defense expenditure. A major chunk of our GDP is spent on defense expenditure. And post 1971 war, officially, the Kargil war is not considered as an official war. The Pakistani soldiers' dead body was not handed over back because, as far as the agreement signed, after war, the bodies have to be returned because they have been martyred. But Kargil war was not considered as a war. So that was not considered as a war. So since 1971, 2021, it's been 50 years, we have not engaged in a war, but look at the expenditure, look at the exercises. Lamba ka, long time. So from today, let us say 2021, till I leave this body, till the last day of destruction, can I do my Purusharth with a lot of attention? And this attention is not only in Amrit Vela or Numa Sham Ka Yog, it is throughout the day. not lacking any dharma, not lacking imbibing any values what Baba has asked me. And I should do it right now, this moment, from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. What's my state of mind? From 7 to 8 o'clock. It's that is the timetable I have to set for the mind. Only then I can say, if Girish Bhai has to leave the body at 6:24, now it is 6:23. This moment, I utilize the next 60 seconds in a very high stage. And what is that high stage? I was a Sahaj yogi, I was an easy yogi, I was a conqueror of attachment, I was an embodiment of remembrance. At this moment, every second. And if at 6:24, Girish Bhai's Atma leaves the body, wow, that would be definitely, it would be a very high stage. And that is what it is said now, this moment, every moment. Anything can happen tomorrow, but I definitely have to remain ever ready. So, do all of you pay this much attention to your preparation? Am I prepared right now for the last moment? Have you settled the accounts of your karma? Believe me, this coronavirus, I mean, I don't have time today, but it really gave me a lot of challenges as far as the karma through this prakriti is concerned, through this physical body is concerned. So Baba is asking, in all the four subjects of knowledge, yoga, dharana, and service, have you made such preparation in every way? He's asking a lot of questions. Have you checked that you have the experience of complete and unlimited disinterest, behad ka vairagya vritti? I don't want anything from anyone. I don't want anything, materialistic things. I'm complete right now. I am a fulfilled soul. I need no more, no love, no respect, no materialistic things, no Vardhan also. I am complete Bap Saman, angel, perfect stage. Why? Because attention, concentration, experimentation, personification, realization, and perfection. I am a perfect soul right now. This should be my, Swaman. So Baba says, now that can only I can experience when I have settled all my accounts. Although the body is in pain, but the soul is not experiencing. It is detached. My body has cancer. Girish, souls leave the body. Will the soul still experience the pain of the cancerous body? No, gone, left, detached, a conqueror of attachment. So, have you checked in your heart whether you are ever ready? Are you, this line is very important, are you a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance? Father, because Father Brahma made himself like this through his effort. Even Brahma body, the beautiful, medium, was such a lucky soul, such a powerful soul that God has to take his body. Even he had to make his effort, and the experienced children saw it. In no way was there an atmosphere of his karmic accounts. And when Brahma Baba left his body, and Gulzar Dadi was asked to go and take the messages because Prakash Mani Dadi had no idea what to do. So one of the Sandeshi said, okay, fine, you complete all the final rites and then Baba will guide. So first complete all the, Antim Sanskar. And when Gulzar Dadi went and she asked Bab Dada one question, Baba, what was your state? What was happening to you when you left the body? She asked Brahma Baba. And Baba said, it was a fight between Karma Bhog and Karma Yoga. And finally, the fight between karma bhog means karmic account, and karma yoga, finally karma yoga could win over karma bhog is concerned. So even he had to make all his effort, because the frequent practice of becoming bodiless helped to make him bodiless. Suddenly one day he flew. It was so very easy for him to just leave the body. What will happen to the yajna? Who will conduct the yajna? Who will do the surveys? Who will guide them? Absolutely detached. He became complete. He was in a different consciousness altogether. Did anyone imagine the father Brahma was going to go? However, he was a conqueror of attachment. So Shiv Baba today is saying Brahma Baba on 18th January, by that time, he was actually becoming conqueror of attachment, conquered his body, conquered his yajna, everything. He had no attachment. While having his hand in the hands of the children, was there any attraction? He was with the children, but Nyara, different from, you know, detached from children. He became an angel. Very important. Can you and I practice the angelic stage 12 times Nirakahari, 12 times Farishta? Just 1 second. See yourself, the soul, not in this physical body. The physical body is dissolved. You know, we have three bodies. I mean, Nimish Bhai can guide you more. One is the soul, if I consider this as body. The second one is the ethereal body, the body of light, the Farishta, the angel. And the third one is the physical body. So between the soul and the physical body, there is a body of light. I mean, in spiritual language, we call it as the body of light. In scientific language, it is called as the ethereal body. So I am in that stage. And how does it look? It is full of light. Can I imagine, can I visualize that I am not this physical body? I'm not getting any sensation, any input from the physical body to the soul because this is dissolved. Now I'm in a stage of angelic stage. I am in Sukshmvatan in front of Sampurna Farishta, complete angel, that is Brahma Baba. Light and light, the light of purity, the light of love, the light of knowledge, the light of, and then spread to the whole world. Now, this is the service, the crown of service. You need not go and take a lecture. You need not go and do service in Madhuban because everything is now little closed and everything. But that I can do. Can I wear the crown of that service and spend, take time, maintain your chart? Believe me, friends, if you can pay attention to this, your entire 24 hours is going to be different. Nimish bhai, it's 6:30. I'm so sorry.
Yes, Girish bhai. No, it is wonderful. I didn't want to stop you, but let's take a pause here because we may need to. We will definitely reschedule with you to take this up forward. But
And
I would want 4 or 5 minutes if
yeah,
any of the brothers and sisters would like to share their experience.
Vimish
So
bhai,
yes,
with your permission, can we do it tomorrow? If
uh,
no,
Raki,
you
I'll have to ask Raki Ben because
fine,
she's the scheduler, so
fine,
she will come back to you.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so, can
sorry,
we just take a couple of minutes to just have a couple of brothers and sisters to share their experience?
sorry.
Yes, you can unmute yourself and share.
Om Shanti. I'm very thankful to Ms. Girish Bhai and Mr. has wonderfully said that the perfection level, how can we achieve Sula Kala Sampurn, that I like very much. And that one I have to say that we have the king, and the king is soul. Soul is a king, and we have to Karma Yogi. That's like a very much that we have to do the seva, and within a state and in which seat we are sitting, and with constant remembrance like Brahma Baba, uh, that state we constantly we sit in that remembrance, then we are the king, real king, and we can serve the world. Om Shanti. Thank you, Girish bhai. Thank you, sir.
Reshmi Ben, you wanted to share something?
Yeah, Girish bhai, did you join a little late today? I just want to ask because I joined from 6:45.
We were there by 5:30. We started a little bit late with the song.
Okay. So generally what happens, so Rakhi Ben used to tell me that you have to take over when somebody is not turning up. So yesterday she made me prepare for that. And I had undergone a small surgery at my finger, and because of the medicine effect or what, I did not know, I slept over. I told her, yes, I'll take the Murli. No problem if Girish Bhai is not turning up. So I'm so thankful that I slept over, and maybe she could have given to me. I don't know what happened. So it was wonderful, and it was a journey. I felt this is how the Murli should be, narrated. The way you have narrated, I could visualize everything, and this is the beauty of the Avyakta Murli. The essence of the Avyakta Murli came up today. Wonderful. I'm very, very thankful to Baba and to you. Thank you very much.
Get well soon, sister.
Om Shanti. Krishna, thank you so much for taking the journey from attention to perfection. I think that was a complete flow of process that you lay down as to how do one reach to the stage of perfection. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I'll just take 1 minute. I mean, sorry, before let others share first.
Yeah, would anyone else like to share? No problem, Girish bhai, you can
Yeah,
go on.
just 1 minute. Baba said, make a timetable of the mind. Very simple. I'll give you a very simple exercise. It will really help you to start with. Although Baba said it has your self-respect has to equate with the karma that you're doing, but I'm equating it with time. Morning 4 to 5, we are all in yoga. So मैं बाप समान, I'll say it in Hindi. I mean, Vimesh, but you can complete it in English. मैं बाप समान ज्ञान सूर्य because we are in the remembrance of God, and मैं ब्रह्मा बाप समान ज्ञान चंद्रमा हूँ. मैं आत्मा बाप समान ज्ञान सूर्य, ब्रह्मा बाप समान ज्ञान चंद्रमा. Come in that self-respect wala stage. Number 1. 5 o'clock, 5 to 6. मैं आत्मा ज्ञान सितारा. Surya, Chandrama, and Sitara. Sitara means star. Okay. 6 o'clock is exercise time. Okay. मैं healthy, wealthy, happy आत्मा हूँ. 6 o'clock exercise time. 7 o'clock Murli. मैं आत्मा godly student हूँ. Be in that constant remembrance. 7 to 8. 8 o'clock. After Murli, after exercises, 8. Asht Shakti. मैं master सर्व शक्तिवान आत्मा हूँ. Very important. In the later part of the Murli, Baba mentioned that also. So 8 o'clock, मैं master सर्व शक्तिवान आत्मा हूँ. 9 o'clock, I will go out for a little walk and everything. In Madhuban, we used to do 9 o'clock after breakfast. We will have little chit chat. मैं garden में जाता हूँ. मैं खुशबूदार रूहानी गुलाब हूँ. 9 to 10. ठीक है? It's free time. 10 o'clock, 10. 5 ज्ञानेन्द्रिया, 5 कर्मेंद्रिया. मैं स्वराज्य अधिकारी हूँ. I have complete control over these 10 senses. 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. It's very easy. Huh? Just remember the numbers and you will be able to. 11 o'clock. That is the time generally, you start doing your karma yogas in the yajna life. So 11 o'clock, मैं श्रेष्ठ कर्म योगी. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, sun is at the top. Okay. मैं जागती ज्योति आत्मा. My atma is full power. Sun is at the top. 1 o'clock. मैं number 1 विजयी आत्मा हूँ. Number 1. 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. मैं बाबा के साथ combined स्वरूप आत्मा हूँ. 3 o'clock. मैं निराकारी, निर्विकारी, निरहंकारी आत्मा. 4 o'clock. मैं चारों युगों में कल्प हीरो पाठधारी आत्मा हूँ. 4 युगास हीरो पाठधारी, सतयुग, त्रेता, द्वापर, कलयुग. 5 o'clock. मैं प्रकृति के 5 तत्वों को पावन बनाने वाली पवित्र आत्मा हूँ. 5 elements of nature. 6 o'clock. In India, 6 o'clock we do bhakti, we नुमा शाम दिया वगैरह करते हैं. 6 o'clock मैं लाइट हाउस, माइट हाउस हूँ. लाइट को जलाइए अपना। 7 o'clock मैं सतोगुणी आत्मा हूं, आत्मा का 7 पावर्स। 8 o'clock मैं बाप समान अष्टरत्नों में आने वाली हूँ। 8 PM 9 o'clock Navratna, you know, in olden Raj kingdom, they have the Navratna sitting in front of the king. So 9 o'clock, 9 PM, 9 o'clock, मैं फकुर में रहने वाली बेफिक्र बादशाह आत्मा। I am the बादशाह. Oh, everything is under control. And 10 o'clock, sleeping time. मैं राज ऋषि हूँ. Rishi, the final stage of the day. So 10 o'clock, finish, sleep. Again, morning 4 o'clock. I'll repeat 4 o'clock. मैं ज्ञान सूर्य ज्ञान चंद्रमा। 5 o'clock मैं ज्ञान सितारा। 6 o'clock healthy wealthy happy soul। 7 o'clock godly student। 8 o'clock मैं मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान हूँ, अष्ट शक्तियाँ। 9 o'clock मैं रूहानी खुशबूदार गुलाब हूँ। 10 o'clock मैं क्या हूँ, कंप्लीट कंट्रोल में हूँ। ठीक है। 10 o'clock का क्या था, 10 कर्मेंद्रियों स्वराज्य अधिकारी हूँ। 11 o'clock श्रेष्ठ कर्म योगी हूँ। 12 o'clock मैं आत्मा जागती ज्योति हूँ। 1 o'clock नंबर 1 विजयी आत्मा। नंबर 2 कंबाइंड स्वरूप हूँ। 3 निराकारी निर्विकारी निरहंकारी। 4 चारों युगों में हीरो पाठधारी आत्मा हूँ। 5 प्रकृति के पांचों तत्वों को पावन बनाने वाली पवित्र आत्मा हूँ। 6 लाइट हाउस माइट हाउस। 7 सतोगुणी आत्मा हूँ। 8 अष्टरत्नों में आने वाली हूँ। 9 मैं बेफिक्र बादशाह हूँ। 10 राज ऋषि। Practice it. Thank you.
Thank you, Girish bhai. Thank you very much. And I really wish we could have extended this. And we shall continue. We shall continue this. Okay. Thank you very much. Om Shanti. See you all again tomorrow morning at 5:30.